Hey, I'm John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the Shapeshifter by Seymour Duncan. A few of you might remember this pedal from a few years back, and they've reissued it or changed it up a little bit, and it's cooler than ever. Let me tell you the basic details. Before I tell you that, let me tell you about everything else in the signal chain. So I'm playing my PRS David Grissom. I've had this guitar, I don't know, like 11 or 12 or 13 years. I don't know. It is stock, except for these are DiMarzio PAFs in it. I'm running an Astro cable directly into the Shapeshifter. When we came in, it's all kind of basically flattish. I'm powering it with a Voodoo Labs Pedal Power Plus, then running out of the Shapeshifter into a Mesa Boogie amp. When we came in, I was on the dirty channel, which sounds like this. But I'm going to get in the clean channel later on, which sounds like this. We are miking it with a Royer R121 mic that's going into an FG Quartet and into Pro Tools. So, PRS, Shapeshifter, Lone Star, Pro Tools. You get the idea. Most of us discovered Tremolo through amps that had it, and like Fender amps that have basically depth and speed. Where this pedal trumps that, you can get that kind of classic tone, but your way to manipulate it is far more accurate with this. Because you have digital timing, but you have analog circuitry as well. So you get the tone, but you get the accuracy. And there's a lot of different ways to adjust your speed to get it how you want it on this. Right here is your knob, which as you can see, it has a visual indicator of how fast you're moving. So even if it's not engaged, you can still tell what your basic speed is, which is great. So let's engage it, and I'll kind of show you the basics of that. You have right now, goes from everything from 0.5 to 15 beats per second, which is huge variety. It'll go slower than you ever need, like, to faster than you ever need. And everything in between. Here's what's also really cool. In real time, you can adjust with the tap. So you can sync in real time with your drummer or whatever. So that's just hitting out basic quarters on it. Now, if you want to go to double time, you can tap out double time. And again, change as you're playing, which is too handy. You could also, if you want to go old school, just kick this thing with your foot. Not quite as accurate as a tap, but a cool effect. Here's where it gets even more interesting. With this switch right here, right now we have it on rate. So your tap tempo is controlling the rate of the pulse. But if you put it up to ratio, then the tap tempo will be a percentage of that. Like right here, all the way to this side is 1 for 1. So each click represents a pulse. Right here is 1 for 2. Double time. Then here's 3, 4, So it's pretty cool to be able to get those subdivisions kind of built in just with the flip of a switch. So that's everything to do with time. Next section is depth. And as you might guess, that makes it from anything from subtle, where it's barely even noticeable, to very obvious. Pretty cool. Now up here we have wave, which gives you everything from sine to triangle to square. And if you're wondering what that sounds like, sine's going to be a little more subtle. Now I've got the depth all the way up just to really illustrate it, but it's sine, triangles in the middle. And then as you bring it to square, it's going to be really pronounced. So I love that it gives you all these sonic options. I mean, it's kind of like having all these different colors at your disposal. Which brings us to this guy, which is shape. And if you can see these icon, it basically tries to show you in icon form what it sounds like. But let me just show you what it does. There's everything from 10% to 90%, and it's easy to adjust. So here's the basics on shape, okay? I'm going to put this in the middle as well, so it won't be so pronounced. But as you turn towards the middle, to me, that almost sounds like a synth when you turn it all the way up. You could, I mean, it's almost like a synth in a dance track. Great thing about that, you can sync it right with your rhythm section and get this wonderfully percussive kind of sound. So for real pronounced, obviously when you dime things like that, it's going to be more pronounced. Let's go ahead and dime those so you can just see how obvious they are. At that point, it's just helicopter noises. Let me put a little dirt on there. Again, a weird tone you may not use a lot, but a cool, weird thing to have in your bag. Okay, the final ingredient for tweakability is this right here, the channel phase. Now, if you're running stereo, this has 2 stereo ins and 2 stereo outs, which is great. So if you have several stereo pedals, like one before this, say a stereo chorus, one after this, say a stereo delay, you can keep everything in stereo, which is great. What this does, it lets you adjust the phasing between the 2 amps, anything from 0 phasing to 180 degrees. So when running stereo like that, which we're not doing right now, it's just going to give you more sonic weirdness. It can almost sound like a delay between the two. It's just another bit of tweakability. The pedal, this redesigned, it's a better size, fits better on a pedal board. Top loader, so it's not going to take a ton of space on your board. So there really is unlimited tweakability on this, everything from new to old classic. I'll just play a little bit and you can see what it does. So those are the basics on the Seymour Duncan Shapeshifter Stereo Tremolo. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com, and while you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is growing every minute. This is John Bollinger. Till next time.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on premierguitar.com.